Decadent Chocolate Facial by Melissa. ASMR Massage. I begin by taking a spatula and very gently I apply some of the chocolate mask to the spatula. I then begin to apply it first to the right cheekbone, spreading it out so that it covers a larger portion of the cheek. Retrieving some more, I then place a large amount on the forehead. I then take some and I place it on the other cheekbone, again spreading it around to cover a larger portion of the cheek. Returning to the forehead, I begin to flatten out the chocolate, then place enough on the chin to cover it thoroughly, going around the jaw on both sides, working my way up and not down. Spread it more over the chin and up the sides of the lips. Ultimately connecting it to the area on the cheek that I have already covered. Going over it several more times to make it so it's not quite so thick. Just working it around the face. As much as I can in an upward motion. Applying some more. Begin to focus again on the forehead. Working up and out towards the temples, towards the hairline. Again, just spreading it out so it's not too thick, but not so much that it's too thin either. Then go back to the cheek and I work it up and away from the mouth towards the temples, going up and around, connecting it to the forehead. I then start to apply it to the sides of the nose. And as the chocolate gets just a little bit warmer, it becomes easier to work with. Being very gentle and delicate. Work around the eyes, going to just above the eyebrows. Round the eyes, up the cheekbone, across the forehead, getting just a little more chocolate on areas that are just a little thin, making sure to provide good coverage to the entirety of the face. Sweeping up, then work on just a small area of the cheek that could use some more coverage. I take my spatula and I go around the jaw, up the other cheek, across the nose, and across the forehead. Going in, I go above the lip, just underneath the nose. I then get just a little bit closer to the eyes. I then go in with my fingers. I begin to gently, quickly tap all up and down the face, from the forehead to the chin to the cheeks, back up to the forehead, to the cheeks and chin, the forehead, and the cheeks. And as the mask begins to dry, little pieces just begin to stick to my fingers. So I press the mask back to the face. Using a very subtle rolling motion with my fingers. I press on the face, on the temples, along the cheekbones. Not worrying if the mask comes off just a little bit, for it's had several minutes to do its work. I rub across the cheekbones and under the cheekbones. Using very gentle pressure. Rub across the cheekbones again and beneath and up to the temples. Then rub across the forehead. Stop at the temples. Then using just one or two fingers, and then the whole hand. I place both hands on the cheeks, providing warmth and comfort. I just hold there for a second and move up and up till I get to the forehead. Then use a rolling motion on the palm of my hands, starting with the palm and going to the fingertips, or the fingertips going to the palm. Nice, soft rolling motion. Then get a nice, warm washcloth. And I begin to press it onto the face to begin to release the mask. Adding moisture and warmth, soothing the face. And beginning to remove the mask at the same time. Switching to clean spots with the washcloth. Carefully begin work on the forehead, leaving one area nice and clean before moving on to next. Rubbing with a firm pressure to remove the mask. Work again on the forehead on the other side. Then work between the eyebrows. An upward motion. I then move on to the chin and the side of the face, working that moisture into the mask. Taking off the mask very slowly and steadily. First removing it from the jawline and then down the cheek. Renewing the face with some warm heat. Again, I press the washcloth into the face, making a V along the chin and up to the temples. Then work on the nose very delicately, removing the chocolate from the tip and the sides. Working along the sides of the mouth, use the washcloth. Then wrapping the washcloth into a smaller chunk, or work on getting the rest that's been left behind removed from the face, since the majority has already been taken care of. Going back to the nose, being very diligent not to leave any pieces of the chocolate behind, into all the crevices where that chocolate has been working to renew and restore the skin. Then take the washcloth back to the chin, and I work across the face, going up the jawline, using firm pressure. Working on the side of the cheek. And finding another clean spot on the washcloth, I go back around the nose, below the nose, to the sides of the nose, under the lips, down the temples, across the cheeks, in front of the ears, and then refolding the washcloth. I make my final sweeps over the face, making sure that nothing is left behind. Checking the forehead, under the eyes, down the nose, across the cheeks, up the jaw, then the other side up the jaw, across the forehead, the temples, doing my nice final sweeps, all in a nice upward motion. Then filling the face with my hands, I hold it just for a second, then release. Special thanks to my July patrons, John Bates, Matt Basta, Michael Bender, Becky Karen.